Look, you can see Jasmine's damp creel. You start to pick up the creel, but it's sopping wet. You decide you don't really need all those squid.
Here's looking at you, squid.
It smells just like that squid-striped gum your parents used to buy you. You don't stand a chance with that heart-stoppingly beautiful woman if you walk around befouling things with your flotsam and jetsam.
Ooh, big water.
Mr. Wiggles, the casino's whale, is frolicking merrily in the huge aquarium. You can't reach Mr. Wiggles while he's swimming.
Yoo-hoo! Mr. Wiggles!
Mr. Wiggles appears not to even notice you. The truth is, he's ignoring you. Whales are highly intelligent and sensitive. How much whale did you want to taste?
Just a little, I swear. Like less than half a sandwich.
Then nothing doing. We're not cutting up our whale just for half a sandwich. Larry, how could you even think of doing something like that? After all, this is a male whale. This machinery probably maintains the pool's salinity, oxygenation, and other technical stuff that doesn't interest you. You try to wiggle the machinery's whatchamacallit, but it's too firmly anchored to the thingamajig. This machinery smells a lot better than your machinery. The bins look like they contain little dead fish to feed to the aquarium's larger animals for when they turn tricks. Wait, did we say turn? We meant do. You open the bin. There's nothing inside but a little fetid fish water in the bottom. It smells like rotting fish juice, as opposed to regular fish juice, which is nearly as unpleasant. You walk through a little maze of twisty passages, all alike, until you find your way back to civilization. You turn the bolt with the key and enter the aquarium. There's nobody here.
Jasmine must have gone on break.
Mr. Wiggles seems to be taking a break. You lovingly pet Mr. Wiggles, something you do almost every night.
Hi there, little fella. Who's a cute sperm whale? You are. That's who.
Mr. Wiggles gives you the cold, wet shoulder. How much whale did you want to taste?
Just a little, I swear. Like less than half a sandwich.
Then nothing doing. We're not cutting up our whale just for half a sandwich. It's so weird how Mr. Wiggles' blowhole seems to follow you around the room. It's all dark and fleshy and moist in there. You whisper sweet nothings in Mr. Wiggles' blowhole. It smells just like your favorite sandwich spread. I can't believe it's not blowhole. You absolutely, positively never fail to impress us with your perversion. Carefully, you tip the hot sauce bottle into Mr. Wiggles' blowhole and pour out the entire contents. Bubbles rise to the top of the sauce as it slowly glugs down into the whale's inner recesses. Don't try this at home.
Easy there, big fella. He can't take any more. He's gonna blow!
Deep within the aquarium, the overspiced whale gives a mighty heave. Something floats to the surface of the aquarium. Mr. Wiggles swims away, snorking constantly. Unless you miss your guess, and you usually do, Mr. Wiggles has upchucked some ambergris. It could be something else, but let's just not go there. From here, it smells pretty much like all the other whale vomit you've ever smelled. That will be a sure buzzkill if you expect any sex tonight. You kneel and scoop the water towards yourself until the ambergris is within reach. It's gooey and revolting, and you stick it in your pocket without a second thought. You're not really capable of second thoughts. Look, you can see Jasmine's damp creel. There's a squid sticking out of the creel.
Here's looking at you, squid.
It smells just like that squid stripe gum your parents used to buy you. After what happened at the Baltimore Aquarium, you're legally not even allowed within 50 feet of cephalopods. But since these are dead, we're letting it pass. You never know when a recently deceased squid will come in handy. You start to pick up the creel, but it's sopping wet. You decide you don't really need all those squid. Careful, sharp edges. As you begin to violate the creel, you remind yourself that wicker can cause splinters. Somewhere on this sign, it probably says not to do something like that. You almost start to urinate in the aquarium, but then you reconsider.
I don't need to. I already made before I got here.
Larry, not in front of the marine mammals. There are gears and pumps and stuff in there. You risk permanent disfigurement. Your puddle will go almost unnoticed among all the other puddles in here.
You been smoking a Slim Jim or something?
The pussy is avoiding you. Sound familiar? You hold the squid out to the cat. You quickly grab one of the used syringes lying all too plentifully around Lost Wages. With a startling adeptness that raises questions about what you do in your free time, you extract the fluid from the cat's musk glands. The cat runs off without so much as a vengeful backwards glance that might foreshadow a sequel, or at least a really bloody scene later. Congratulations, you've got the best available local civet.
Score! Taxi!
What the hell have you been eating? Rotten corpse with 40 cloves of garlic? Where you going? And that'll be $22, Mac. Thanks, kid.
You look at the Walk of Shame star set into the sidewalk.
Jeff Schreiner. I wonder if he wears a fez.
That's great, Larry. That's probably the first time he's heard that joke today. Jeff's star does not speak. It just lies there as a testament to Jeff's place in the heavens and his stellar ego.
I couldn't have done it without you, Jeff.
You plant a wet one right on Jeff's Shriner. Somewhere on the breeze, you can hear Jeff gently retching in disgust. You stand over Jeff's star and extricate yourself from your fly. From somewhere far away, you hear a scream as Jeff suddenly develops acute hysterical blindness. At long last, Larry, have you no sense of decency? You look at the Walk of Shame star set into the sidewalk.
Skylar Kaufman. Skylar. That's an interesting name. I bet it's gonna be real popular someday.
You shudder involuntarily. Skylar's star is an inanimate object and will not speak to you. But at night, when you're asleep, all the Walk of Shame stars get together and make fun of you.
This is for you, Skylar Kaufman. I loves ya.
You plant one right on him. Skylar jumps back from his monitor, drops the mouse, and wipes his lips off in disgust. You start to unzip and then decide you better not pee on Skylar's star. You never know when you might want to hit him up for cash again. You look at the Walk of Shame star set into the sidewalk.
David Ramirez. Thank God, a name I can pronounce without hurting myself.
David's not speaking to you ever since that time at Club Med with the grapefruit and the Pekingese. You surreptitiously lick David Ramirez's star on the Walk of Shame.
Tastes a little like Blintz's and a little like paella.
Don't do it, Larry. David Ramirez can probably beat the crap out of you. You look at the Walk of Shame star set into the sidewalk.
Nafis Dwalster. Ow! I bruised my uvula.
Nafis's policy is never to be caught dead speaking to losers. But unlike Nafis, that policy isn't set in stone. You kiss Nafis Dwalster's star on the Walk of Shame. There's a disturbance in the force. Somewhere Nafis is blushing. Nafis doesn't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that.